Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 14th to the 20th of October 2024. So we begin this week with Mercury moving into Scorpio. And this is an important timing taking us through to the beginning of November, as Mercury has piercing vision and brings revelations out from the deep. And Scorpio is the deep itself. So as everything's coming out to be aired and cleansed and released, as Pluto's recently gone direct in Capricorn, giving us a more solid base to stand on, having deconstructed anything that wasn't supporting us. Now this will be the informational stage. So it's going to be a very fast news cycle, lots of revelations, lots of secrets revealed, all in necessary timing, as there's a massive cleanse and a purge going on at the moment, which I feel will culminate around the 4th and 5th of November, when Mars makes an opposition to Pluto. So Mars is the Earth masculine, Pluto the divine masculine, these two power planets on an axis of power, things hanging in the balance. That will be the tipping point. Mars has a purging quality and Pluto is raising energy from base to crown. So everything under the surface, everything hidden, everything lurking in the deep must come up and out now for cleansing. And this is a evolution cycle of mankind itself. This is a long cycle that's completing. So Mercury moving into Scorpio, see with laser precision, reality of things, able to take on new information and alchemize it, able to change our minds, see things with profound perspective and assimilate the information as it comes thick and fast. So interesting start to the week there as we head towards a lunar eclipse at 24 degrees Aries. That's 12:26 UK time on the 17th. So looking at this chart here, we've got the Sun at 24 degrees Libra, opposite the Moon at 24 degrees Aries. So these are where to look in your chart to see if you've got any direct connections with home planets or what house the energy may be manifesting in for you. On the same day we have Venus moving into Sagittarius. So as Mercury is just going into Scorpio, Venus is leaving Scorpio for Sagittarius, the truth teller, and there's a brave heart feel about that combination. Heart-centered warrior, speaking out, feeling intuitively the truth, and having the courage to discern, to balance thoughts, words and actions, to stand in our true light. So that will happen just after the eclipse, but these eclipses take us back to April last year. They've been part of a set of lessons. Not all eclipses impact us personally, but these ones this year have been talking about finding our true selves, standing in our power, knowing ourselves, raising our energy to higher self, and then creating peace in our relationships and social circles as a result. Because once we're cleansed, we're not adding to the group dynamic in the same way. So there's lots of beauty involved with the Libra aspect, lots of creativity, singing, dancing, poetry, music, an opportunity to find inner peace when we really know ourselves. We're not trying to prove anything to anyone or repress anything that we're not proud of back into our subconscious, and therefore attract drama and lessons into our lives. We also see a square to Mars in Cancer in this chart, which possibly indicates that in order to have a knowledge, an embodiment of higher self, and in order to have inner peace and balance with others, if there are any anger issues, emotional anger from the past, lurking in relationships or towards ourselves, then this will be a necessary moment for those to be revealed, come to the surface. And all this is also making a square to the recently direct Pluto in Capricorn, the solid ground, core strength. So although there may be some challenges here, it's challenges regarding self-mastery and breakthrough, completing the cycle taking us back to last spring, and all pointing towards soul self-alignment. So clear some space around the 17th, stop, look and listen, see if any messages come through, look at them as lessons, not personal attacks, and there's huge room for growth within this full moon lunar eclipse. So the trajectory that we're on seems to be one of the final furlong, completing a very long evolutionary cycle, and shorter cycles within our own lifetime, in order that we are completely solid yet free, tuned in, open to receive, having unblocked all the human psychology, all the past stories taken seriously, all the beliefs that weren't based on truth. Doing this on the inside impacts the outside. So we're seeing our systems being cleared up from banking, education, medicine, politics, Everything has to have a good clear out. It's the end of corruption. It's the start of a new and much fairer Aquarian cycle. So it's fascinating to watch. We're heading towards 4th of November, 4th and 5th for the Mars opposition tipping point, and then the 20th when Pluto goes into Aquarius. So this really is the end of an era. We'll look back in amazement on how difficult things were and how unaware we were of what was really going on, but from the vantage point of already having much better and fairer systems in place. So it's very exciting, but these are the last few challenging weeks. So that's Mercury into Scorpio, piercing vision behind the scenes, revealing secrets, full moon lunar eclipse in Aries, rising to higher self and creating peace in and around us. And to help with that, the catalysts are Mars in Cancer, bringing up any emotional resentment, anger, friction for resolving, and Pluto in Capricorn, making sure that we're standing on and for what's true and right. So if you'd like to see where this is happening for you, I am available, zoehind7@gmail.com. Post these videos on my YouTube channel, Zoe Astro. Links on my Instagram, zoehind7, and Facebook, AstroZoe. And I offer chart readings, tarot readings, courses and coaching, all customised to suit your exact needs, and recorded MP3 for you to keep. So stay vigilant this week, lots coming up, lots of movements on every level, fundamentally in the background, more personally in the foreground. Things this week reaching a crescendo by the 17th, but being aware of the longer timeline taking us towards the end of November. So wishing you a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week.